most of the time, the scientific name for various animals and plants is just a literal descriptor of features of the plant, just in Latin or some approximation of Latin. So yeah, this looks like someone just took the scientific name of some monster and then just went cool. What's the English translation of this? It's a giantess shieldus.
Gigantus shieldus.
Perfect.
What
no
a name.
notes, you know.
Anyway, welcome to the stream. Ooh. I did a zoom out of the canvas and there was nothing there. All pressure on me to draw today. Nothing at all?
It's just for you.
Just for me.
You can draw anything.
I mean, that's always the case.
I mean,
Even when multiples of us are drawing on the canvas, it's still the case that you can draw anything. None of us can stop you. We can't even stop you from drawing on top of our thing. It's just... And actually, since you're the one who owns the canvas, we can't even stop you from controlling our layers.
My canvas.
your canvas.
Anyway, we have discovered that the devs of Elder Scrolls Online also like Vampire Boy Frank.
Though it is with great regret that I come to inform you that there seems to be only one person who is shipping Vampire Boy Frank with Large Woman and writing just all of the fanfic about them, just taking the little dinghy and piloting it themselves.
I think
Which is a shame.
What's conflating that is there is another implied in-game pairing of two characters in the main quest, including Big Lady. So that was there first. Now that doesn't mean people can't do the Vampire Boy Frank.
I mean, Lyris wields two-handed weapons. Nothing says you can't do that romantically as well.
That's one way of putting it. Alright, Draudlin. Draudlin. Oh god, it got so many belts. Fine, belts it is. I'm gonna draw belts.
All the belts.
Why are we drawing belts?
For fun.
Last time, I came up with the idea of drawing characters as their namesakes.
Oh.
So I thought it'd be good to do that. So I thought I will start with Rufus, because I know a Rufus Shinra from Final Fantasy VII. And in the remake,
that was your first mistake.
in the remake, he got many belts by the looks of it.
I mean, are you surprised? We know who did the character design stuff. I mean, all things considered, that's a fairly tame number of belts.
It's not Lulu. Nothing is, but
And to be perfectly honest, most of those just make it look like the jacket is a repurposed straitjacket, which
it does.
It has some implications.
Some accurate implications. Oh yeah, I didn't show that stream. Look at that.
Ooh.
For
Snazzy.
for reference,
Yeah, they just added some loops onto the ends of his jacket.
They added more belts.
it just added belts. This is the only change.
Yeah, they just replaced his regular jacket with a straight jacket and went, don't worry about it.
Make the collar
The
real
extra belts
big.
down there are definitely just for fashion. We definitely aren't planning on tying you up and leaving you in the back of the car so you don't do anything stupid.
If Heidegger and Scarlet could. I don't know what they were called in the 12th.
I feel like a good chunk of his security detail, as it were, would not be upset with the idea of just kind of like, cool, we're just going to shove you in a box. That way you don't get into trouble. Because this is getting a little ridiculous.
Also, an interesting design choice to wear a jacket over, like, an overcoat.
Yeah. That is a little
There's a co in the name.
strange.
Outfits are so weird in Final Fantasy.
That's Nomura for you.
I
It's worth bearing in mind that prior to Final Fantasy VII, the main character designs were, at least the initial character concepts, were done by a different artist called Amano, in which every character looked like the same androgynous person.
Yeah, Amano's art looks like it wouldn't be out of place in, like, a fashion magazine.
Absolutely, yeah. Let me. Let's see if I can. Character from Final Fantasy VI. Let's see if we can get the Amano and Nomura art. It would be fun. Show me the concept art. There's a lot of cute Moogles in here.
As opposed to the horrifying Moogles. Which are also a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, all things considered, that's not a bad cube.
Cube. Cube.
Cube.
Cuboid.
Cube.
Easier to err on the side of cuboid. Covers more things.
Rectangular prism. Yeah, since I'm back to teaching calculus stuff, it's like, you know, I need to get better at sketching things. Especially various shapes we're working with, because I'm a little bad at it, and I've been doing statistics for so long, they're just kind of like, I don't need to be able to draw much other than a general bellish shaped curve. Hilariously, I also don't usually need to draw things whenever I'm teaching geometry, because I mostly have manipulatives I can use for that, and/or we're doing constructions, in which case I'm using a straight edge and compass and not doing it freehand.
Neat. Oh, I did forget. Amano did actually do concept art for 7.
Yeah. I believe I've seen art of his, of Cloud. Yep. There he is.
And compare that with Nomura. Very different art styles for the two character design leads. There's Amano's style. And there's Nomura. This was in the early days before many, many belts, but he'll get there. Instead, you just got like random spiky bits of metal coming out of various places. Like old pauldron.
Yeah, that will happen.
It'll happen.
I mean, at least with the gauntlet bit, it sort of makes sense because of how materia stuff sort of works. But yeah, the pauldron is a little silly.
Good morning, miss. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Rufus is being stuck in a straitjacket.
As he should. What's Rufus ever done to you?
Putting a dog in a thunder coat. I think the implication here is it's for his own good.
Do we do the hair as well? Let's do the hair as well. Power wheel. Hope that answers your question. You joined, but you just got off from Game of Thrones and you're hungry and tired. No worries. Social batteries are a thing to be recharged.
Yeah, which is why I'm playing Honkai.
Yeah, Cheap's playing Honkai.
Instead.
Ragdoll's drawing
Why don't
geometric
you
shapes.
just play Honkai, you know?
Oh, I should. The cat I drew is in reference to a character that Cheap posted from Honkai. Called Owlbert.
It's Albert.
Cat's 2019, you know. Owlbert.
I don't know what he's doing. I think he's the presenter of the war dance. Which is the contest.
Those are words.
Yeah, it's a contest. Don't worry. It's an event that's going on. There's a whole bunch of lore about it, but which includes werewolves, kind of. Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it more.
It's
the
not
more you-
really lore as more as it was just a quest that happened. Very long quest with very unnecessary POV changes.
As you do.
Pal's been enjoying. Pal's doing great.
since Penacony, they have this mechanic they call POV changes, where you basically, like, you know, you get to see from another character's POV that isn't like your trailblazer personification, which can be any of the characters. And since then, so you basically get like a cool free version of them for a while, so you can test them out and stuff and do story stuff with them. But they do it so much. It's really unnecessary. It's like, this could have been just a cutscene. I didn't need to do the one fight as the person and then just go ahead.
This could have been an email, but
Yeah, it could have been a cutscene. Like, I appreciate it, but they already have a thing where you can try out the mechanics of different characters, or like the new characters. So like, that's built in the game, so I don't know why you need the POV changes for that as well. Like, just let the character be cool in the cutscene, we get it.
It's not bad, Prism.
Prism? Toblerone!
I think that counts as it could have been just a cutscene.
I think
Quotebot agrees.
If anything, Quotebot's saying that should have been something that happened off screen.
Yeah, even better, honestly. Also could have been a thing. Anonymous cow.
You have an anonymous cow.
Anonymous cow in the chat.
Hey guys, can I get an anonymous cow in the chat? You know what I mean.
I mean, I've seen weirder in-joke memes.
There's one. Mrs. got me. There we are. Rufus with his lockdown hair, yeah. Look, I'm trying to differentiate me and Rufus.
Are you? So that's why you're giving him long hair?
I'm giving him long hair because that's what Rufus in the reference has. I don't do that. I'm not Nomura.
It's also what you have.
That's not the point. Nothing like drawing from a reference of... I mean, in this case, it's not a real human, it's a 3D model, but a reference that is, more accurate to human proportions to make you realize just how not human the proportions you draw in are. I need to make this outfit fit my character proportions. Cool. Well, there's like a third of the waist missing, so I don't know where I'm going to put all that detail.
I mean, do you prefer this or the other way around? Because when you were doing the Winx Club outfits, then it was like, hey, how do we put this on someone who actually has more human proportions?
Well, the same problem was there, actually, because, again, they at least have, like, the torso area. That torso area is, like, 3 centimeters in circumference. But they have it. So I still had to squash up the details for Mal. What the Winx Club characters lack in circumference, Mal lacks in height. But then again, Mal lacks in height in a lot of other ways. Mal lacking in height is not a new thing.
What? You're saying he's short. That's news to me.
I know, right? Revelations.
Can't be. Impossible.
Can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. Mel's sexy short king.
He is all the time you're calling him sexy, one man. I think how much Rufus would like wearing this outfit is going to depend entirely on what fabric it's made of and how noisy it is to walk around in it. Because there's a lot of layers going on, it's very swishy. Many belts. Dangling around. Coats on shirts on big sleeves with massive collars around the face. PVC. We're not... The gloves maybe, but not the rest. Moggs' style drawing coming soon. Every year there's at least one picture I do for these challenges that I'm like, should I post this on Instagram where my family can see it?
I mean, that's just monks in general, is it?
Yeah. Moggs is sexy tall king.
You're so right.
Oh yeah, how was the game, miss? Was it good? Did you have a nice time? Good, just setting up the story. Ooh, exciting times. The potential. Nice finally playing Rose, though, which is genuinely terrifying. You're gonna have a great time. Rufus is gonna overheat in this.
I just need to make
Why
sure that
would
we stick
he
it in a nice box
overheat?
every so often.
You'll wear it. Yeah, you look cool in this. Let Miss wear the cool many coats.
Yes,
Suit of many coats.
absolutely.
Mrs. Technicoated dream coat.
Yes, correct. Miss deserves to wear all the Final Fantasy's outfits. All of them at the same time.
That's a lot of belts.
So many belts.
Something better buckle up for how the belts are gonna be. Just a pile of belts. That's just Lulu's one. Now, if we do a Final Fantasy X draw through, I'm gonna need a shorthand for Lulu.
I mean, you could just have it be like vaguely cone shaped with just a bunch of crisscrosses in the front. Like, hold on, let me draw out the idea I've got here. And start out with sort of like a pawn shape.
Miss is going to measure the dog. For what? Who knows?
Suit fitting, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. There's Lulu.
There's Lulu and/or something you would find in like a Fatal Flaw game on the floor. Fatal Flaw, not Fatal Flaw. Fatal Frame.
I was about to say, you find it a fatal flaw?
Chib, you've infected my brain.
Steve's been pretty busy. I mean, I think we can safely say if a Fatal Flaw game comes out before Chaos Chess, something has gone terribly wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
I've been working on Chaos Chess literally today. There is no longer anything on the to-do list that says fix.
Sure, but has it come out?
No.
I still have time.
You still have time.
I haven't started yet, but I still have time. To learn how to make a video game from scratch for the first time and bring it out before you finish Chaos Chess.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I mean, there's software out there to make your life easier for certain kinds of games. So, like, there's the RPG Maker series of stuff.
You could learn Ink and
But
just make a little
you'll-
Ink game. Little choose your own adventure game. Don't
And
even have
there's
to
actually some really good indie horror games out there that were made using some of the RPG Maker systems.
Yeah, like
Goddamn.
Ao Oni. Everyone loves Ao Oni. Want to be chased by the big blueberry monster. I remember having a lot more examples of characters matching up in fun outfits, and I can't remember any of them.
Mal.
Do you know many Malachis?
And we can start.
The one from the Nosferatu game. Does that count? That was the Nosferatu Wrath of Malachi.
It was. I don't know who in it was Malachi.
I don't know either, but there was a Malachi in it.
I feel like, and I don't know if a drawing was made of it, but I feel like we made this joke back when Cresp was playing that game.
Yeah, probably. Oh, Malachi was the monster at the end. So that's not really an outfit.
It's Halloween. Anything can be in it.
Yeah, well, not if I've got to work out how to draw it. Also, I played a little bit of Nightmare Creatures off stream using cheat codes, so I didn't have to worry about adrenaline or anything like that. And there's a lot of cool, fun little secret areas in that game that you would never find because you're rushing through it. They put some design into some of the neat little secrets that you'll never see.
Yeah, I feel like Dark is right. That system was just not doing it any favors.
No. Okay, well I can't find a good reference for that Malachi.
Because it like with stuff like that, it either needs to be the case of like the whole game is designed around the fact of like, okay, you're going fast and the level design is designed for you're going fast through it. Or it needs to be on a limited level. And even then, those levels should be designed, hey, we're going fast.
Hmm.
Any fun Tobies we know?
I mean, beyond the freaky guy in the mask from Naruto.
Toby.
And also the literal infant in the labyrinth.
Oh yeah, that's why I drew October as David Bowie. All I get looking up Toby video game is Toby Fox. That doesn't work.
Dress October up as Sans Undertale.
I was thinking of Papyrus. It'd be more comfortable as Sans. Tori can be Papyrus. We're behaving ourselves, we're doing great.
All behaving ourselves? Yeah. Maybe. I mean, as you can see, like, there's nothing weird on screen, so therefore we've all behaved ourselves.
See, all fine.
It's all fine.
I mean, I've been drawing math things, so
Yeah,
I don't know if this would consider that behaving. I mean, Cheap is in the canvas. Cheap's just not really doing anything in the canvas.
He's allowed to be here and look.
I'm just chilling. So I can do, like, little, like...
If you would like to, miss, you can join the canvas and not be in voice call, as opposed to Cheap, who's in the voice call and not doing anything in the canvas. Balance.
That's my contribution.
Jeeb has contributed.
I've done it.
And it's adorable.
May just work on Eevee art when I'm buying the dog's new coat. Hell yeah, Eevee art.
Eevee out! Eevee out!
Eevee art.
You know what you should do, miss? You should draw Eevee, and then, having done so, draw like all of the elemental forms. All of the evolutions of Eevee.
Hey.
It's a fun outfit prompt. You know?
Yeah, a poor Eevee.
I mean, all things considered, yeah, actually, that is sort of a neat prompt. It's like, here's your base character, draw elemental versions of it. And I guess if the character already has an elemental theme, figure out, well, what would they look like without the elemental theme?
Eevee's doing fine! Look at Eevee!
Hell yeah!
No.
Look at Eevee having a great time.
Going,
Actually having a great time, not like Ulan is doing fine.
oh no, Ulan's having the best of time.
Milan's having the best time. But in a different way.
Mulan is disassociating so hard right now.
Milan's doing great. Exactly. In the bath with his arts and crafts project up and around him. Yeah, it's very normal arts and crafts project. He's being creative.
Just having the best time.
One thing I need to do, which I keep meaning to do, is go back through all of these Sunday draw streams and pick out a bunch of little doodles that I thought I could do with having a slightly cleaner version of just make that little morning thing warm up.
Hell yeah. Just a good old one.
A little warm up.
Toby. It is Toby.
It's Toby.
Toby in a comfy hoodie. Gib hug. Always gib hug.
Always give Toby a hug. I couldn't think of a namesake in video games for Toby, so I went Toby Fox, and Cheeb suggested Sans Undertale. A little cheek smooch. They are blessed.
I mean, the fun thing is, Toby Fox does have a representation of himself in the games.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
but it doesn't have any
It's
clothes.
the annoying dog.
It's the lack of clothes that makes me not want to use that as a costume.
The other way around, draw the annoying dog as October. Or draw October as an annoying, like, October flavored annoying dog. I don't know what words I'm trying to make here. But, like, start with the annoying dog as a base and then make it like, ah, yes, this is now October.
I don't know either.
Like a really fat aardvark?
We're missing things, but... Oh, hello! Oh. It needs a hug. That's all I know. Gib hug.
It's called a tusk pier.
A tusk pier?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that bigger versions of it have tusks.
Your assumption is as good as mine. The visual representation of how you feel when you have a cold.
Oh, no.
Yeah, kind of. Apparently, if you hug it while you fall asleep, it treats insomnia and relieves anxiety and depression. So,
Okay, so it's pulling off of the tapir myths.
yeah, I think so. Give me one now. Take my money. I'm sorry, I can't give it to you.
Yeah, it's pulling off of the tapir myths. Okay. Which I gotta say, real life tapirs, the adults lot less cute and fuzzy.
Oh, hence drowsy. Mm.
The babies, maybe.
Babies?
Cuter. I don't know.
Maybes.
Baby tapirs. They're
Baby-
striped.
Babies, maybes. Adults. No adults.
What? Chris, what are you on?
However, tapirs
stream,
have the
unfortunately.
weirdest noses.
He's cute, look. Oh, they're all striply. With their hands. No.
I mean, to be fair, that is the most unflattering thing you could have chosen, probably.
They have been sketches. Look how much they're enjoying it. Ah.
Like nature tried to make an elephant, but smaller and didn't quite get the nose right.
It happens. Miss, what's that? Little thug princess. What were you looking for?
That looks like the thing in your thing, so
Yeah, but also
the pear tusk beer.
Honkai fans are weird.
Yep. The tapir doing a swim.
Swim. Look at him go. Doing the kicks. Right. Today
They're
is
very derpy looking.
Tapir Appreciation Day.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Would have appreciated
Well, it
tapirs
is now.
more.
Right, I should probably do something that isn't just posting gifs of tapirs.
Why?
Good question.
Explain the logic behind that decision.
I have many things that I have to get done within the next 48 hours. And also, I'll probably run out of gifts at some point.
Sounds fake.
Won't run out if you don't keep going. Oh, Chib, I have started a little thing in my spare time.
Mm-hmm.
Just a small little thing.
Sure.
Of
Small. I believe you. Uh-huh.
attempting to translate Final Fantasy VII into Dutch.
Small, right?
Yeah.
That's what you said?
Yeah.
Small?
Mm-hmm. So I want practice in the side of a language where you have to come up with the sentences yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And rather than, doing something weird like having conversations with people,
Sure.
I thought it would be fun to sort of force myself to come up with a lot of sort of sentences that I wouldn't think of off the top of my head. And then I remembered that for after the draw through, I played a little bit of Final Fantasy VII on stream, having replaced all of the names in the game with their Jessie equivalents, which means that I can replace all the text in the game. So I thought, I've got it all in files. I could just go through like file by file. And then, like, every time I come across
project, right?
well, the idea, here's my thinking. Is that rather than just being like, here's a sentence I don't know, look up a bunch of stuff, write it down, move on. It's like, okay, here's a sentence I don't know how to translate, look up a bunch of stuff, internalize it, and then only write something down in the translation from my head. Like, if I've looked it up in the past day, I can't write it down. It has to come from my head. So I have to internalize it in order to be able to write it down. That's my. It's a rolling exam.
I mean, that's not the worst way to go about it. I just find it funny that you're taking something that was originally written in Japanese, translated to English, in some cases mildly poorly, and now you're going to translate it into Dutch.
It's gonna be terrible, don't get me wrong. The translation is gonna be the worst, but it's getting me to do something. That's the thing. Yeah, then play through it, have Chibi going, that makes no sense. What? I have no idea what that's trying to say. Exactly. That's what I need. I need to send it, then send it to Chib. So that Chib can be aghast. Right. There's also, clearly there's no characterization either, because I have no idea, I can maybe get one sentence out of an idea, not several with different inflections. I don't know what rearranging words sounds like, what sounds more informal, what sounds slangy, what sounds, apart from the difference between like yeah and ooh and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying. I've learned some things.
I went to look, and on Steam at least, Final Fantasy VII seems to only be available in English, German, French, and Spain Spanish.
Good old Spain Spanish.
So no Dutch.
Yes, I've looked around to try and find any text-heavy game in Dutch, and the only one I found was Lufia, and I've lost my save file for that, so I have to play through it again.
Oh no!
Because I wanted to look up what they called a potion in there, because I forgot. And my save file's gone, so I don't know. What would you call a potion, Gia? If you were in charge of making a Dutch JRPG and there was some sort of healing concoction, healing potion, what would you call it?
What would I call it? Good question. I
know you're, famously really comfortable with chopping between English and Dutch on the fly, so...
Yeah.
Pancakes. Very good.
Yeah. Pancakes.
I figured the language has to have some sort of an idea of like, we mixed up this stuff to make you healthy into a liquidy concoction, and you have to drink it, and it's going to be nasty.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I also just looked it up on Google, and then I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But also, it's not like a specific word for that idea specifically, because the word that they use for that, like if you have, like, coughing medicine or something in a bottle, it will be like, whatever it's for, and then, drankje, which is a little drink.
I mean, I could just go with
it's a drink. You drink it, it's a drink.
Yeah.
So it could. What you're saying is it could be feasible to just say that an HP potion is literally just health drink.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. Gezonddrankje? Gezondheid.
Yeah, gezondheidsdrankje.
That's actually really funny.
Usually I say, like, I've played so many of these games in Dutch when never available in Dutch. But usually when it's like the idea of healing, we'll use like serum, like serum,
okay.
Healing serum, such and such, because it sounds more fantastical, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's same with potion.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go into a pharmacy and ask for a potion.
Yeah. But it's to say, like, I translated to like a serum, so like that's the more fantastical version, because you don't go to a pharmacy and ask for a serum.
And now with that attitude, you don't.
No.
See, that's not the idea.
You don't. You, on the other hand, like to cause issues. Yeah, I have been learning things this way. I've learned the verb klimmer, because you need to climb ladders at some point. You get a tutorial about it.
Mm-hmm.
Soldat. Replace soldier. Oh, I've forgotten the word for avalanche. Got W in it. Did me with L? I've got Levi in my head. It's not
Oh,
Levi.
Lavina.
Yeah, Lavina.
Yeah.
There we go. It wasn't Levi, it was Lavina.
Lawaai is noise.
Yes. Which the avalanches do make.
Yes, fair.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if that's in some language the word for avalanche translates literally to noisy snow,
Yeah.
because they do make a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm.
Snew Levi.
What more would you need for Final Fantasy VII?
Oh, bloody loads. Oh, there was one that was quite interesting. I was looking up. There was a sentence that was something along the lines of like, a lot of people have risked their lives for this. And I was looking at risk, and like different ways of saying risk and risked and that sort of thing.
Yes.
But there was one which was, I think it literally translated to like, to set. Instead of like risking your life, you set your life on a game. Like it was literally open spell cassette or something.
Oh, yeah. All it spells at the... Yeah.
I was like, that's an interesting little turn of phrase. It makes sense, but it was just interesting. Like I was just trying to translate risk, and that sort of cropped up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, it has vague, like, gambling connotations, I guess, but I
Yeah.
argue that it's used a lot. Like, it's, yeah.
No, I think
More
I think
turn
we're
of
gonna
phrase
bet.
people use when they, like, are trying to get out of something, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, risky, so probability stuff.
Yeah.
Although, I guess I can completely understand the assumption being that it's a game of chance type thing, but now I'm just imagining that it's like, oh, we're gonna play a risky quote unquote game, and the game we're playing is Monopoly.
Also very risky. You don't know
You're betting
whether
your
you're
soul
coming
on
out with
Monopoly.
friends or not.
Yeah, exactly. You're betting friendships. What's friendship in that? Is it just vriendskap? Or vriendskap? Sorry, my pronunciation of vowels is still bad.
Yeah. But it's okay.
No argument,
I
just
understand
yeah.
you most of the time.
Okay.
Pancakes. Pancakes is also a great word for friendship.
I love Mrs. Dictionary. It's very
I
simple.
Pancake.
If someone came and made me pancakes, I would immediately be putting them in the friend category.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they're also cleaning up after making the pancakes. If they make the pancakes and then leave me to clean the mess, then they're potentially on the shit list.
Yeah, if they came along, made pancakes, ate them, and left.
I'd be very confused if someone just came into my house and started making pancakes. Like, what? What? Who? Pannenkoeken. Yeah. Pannenkoeken.
Pannenkoeken.
Oh, is that an actual word?
Yeah, it's pancakes.
Okay.
It means pancakes.
Hey, Miss, do
It's
you
the
remember?
only word Miss knows.
No. There was another one I was going to test, which was entrance and exit, or entranceway and exitway.
Pannenkoeken.
Panan Coecan, thank you, Hazel.
Nope.
Nope.
That's blasphemy, Hazel. In, but, out, but there's something don't remember. See, the only word misremembered is Ponic,
I mean, start with the important words and then work your way out.
Yeah.
And I think pancakes is a very important word to know how to say in another language.
Yeah. Very true.
Ragdoll, you're about to get a sermon.
You don't know what pancakes are.
Oh, bugger, what was
I
that
mean,
word?
this, I'm not being facetious. That's a very important word to know.
Oh, I've forgotten that one, since my system is not working amazingly. There was a word that I needed, which was somebody said, so Barrett was talking about saving the planet and all that sort of stuff, and Cloud's just like, I didn't come here for a lecture. And I looked it up, and Dutch specifically has a word for, like, a really long, boring, tedious talk. And I've forgotten what it is.
That's hilarious.
School.
School.
Like, it made the source I looked up made the distinction between, like, a sort of an informative lecture and something that is just sort of tedious and long.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I mean,
recall.
to be fair, in English that is two separate concepts. It's just we use the same word for both.
Yeah. I thought it was just fun when I was looking up, like, oh, that's actually just a word.
Because, like, there's a different connotation between I went to the lecture for my chemistry class versus I got lectured by my chemistry professor.
Yeah.
Like, one of those implies, oh, I'm here on purpose to learn things, and the other one implies you got pulled to the principal's office and you in trouble.
Stop saying school.
I'm trying to think of what word it could be, but I now just have different words in my head that mean different concepts. So.
I mean, at least you have words in your head. So one of the
more than me.
So one of the classes I'm in for my doctoral program is a sort of introduction to education doctoral program-y type class, and it's a whole mix of people from a bunch of different backgrounds, and the person who's teaching it is an elementary ed specialist, which means, boy howdy, sometimes it feels like she's expecting a room full of children here. But some of the things that we do in class is sort of more community building based than like lecture building based, which sort of makes sense. Like, these are going to be my peers who are in my cohort that are working on on various programs and in the same classes as me. But like one of the things we did last week is we essentially played low-tech Gartic phone. Or telephone Pictionary, as she referred to it as. But the thing she wanted at the start, because it's like we need to start with a phrase, is Oh, like pull a song lyric that represents where you are in your doctoral journey right now. And I'm just kind of like, well, that's going to be a problem. Because one, I mostly listen to instrumental music. And two, you saying that has meant that all lyrics from all songs I have ever known have now just left my brain. There are no songs in my head, it is just empty space. Like, I appreciate the wanting to play games, but it's not always gonna work. Especially when you're dealing with someone whose main form of play as a child was building with Legos.
Not wrong with that. What story wearing? This is Papyrus. Thought if Toby's gonna be Sans, Tori gets to be Papyrus. Because they friends.
Eee, cuties.
Also, I'd just like to point out that while you were saying all that, Ragdoll, the
Reminds me
music.
of a funny Undertale comic that I kind of want to show you.
Yeah, while you were talking about university stuffs and learning, the music I made for your Wizard Tower for Project V started playing. So I let you
Perfect
know.
timing.
Beautiful. Wondrous. Love the feral academics.
Tomorrow's Monday.
Tomorrow's
It is.
Monday, I know.
I know. You don't have to rub it in.
Unfortunately, tomorrow is Monday.
I have a weird relationship with Mondays. Because, like, as someone who, you know, works on their own hours, I don't really have any kind of disdain for Mondays. But at the same time, I just work all the time, so it's not really a benefit for Mondays. It's not like, you're all going to work and I'm not. It's like, you stopped? Being self-employed. Great.
I mean, to be fair, you never stop.
Yes, that's the problem.
You don't stop.
Thing is,
You gotta stop.
I think people have this idea of me that I never stop and I do all the things, and you'd be surprised how often I just don't do a thing. And what I really need to do is I really need to organize my time so that I don't do the thing in like a clump. Most people call it a weekend, rather than just like micro not doing things all the time. I can consolidate all my not doing things into 2 handy days. I think I'll be more productive.
I mean, that depends on how long your work days are. Or that you also need to have consistent work days.
Yeah, but the issue with that is what counts as work. You know, there's a lot of people, for reasons that escape me, a lot of people seem to think that these streams count as like reasons to support me on Patreon. I was like, is that work? Is this work? This isn't work.
Technically.
I should be trying way harder if this is work.
I mean, depends. Is it time you spend relaxing?
Yeah,
Or doing things you want? Then I don't think it counts as work.
mostly.
I mean, I'm sometimes working on streams, but also people can't see what I'm doing for legal reasons.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fair.
I can grade papers while I'm on stream, but you can't see me grading the papers on stream because that breaks FERPA.
Breaks what now?
Fuck, I'm gonna forget what the acronym stands for. In the United States, we've got this privacy law for students that protects students' information. So, like, I can't be giving information about specific students and how they're doing in my class and what they're doing in my class unless it's either someone authorized by the student or someone who works at the institution in a position where it's relevant for them to know information about how the student is doing. So, like, I can talk with one of the coaches about how one of the athletic students is doing in my classes because the students need to be doing well in their classes in order for them to be eligible to do athletic stuff. But unless my students, who are all adults, signed a piece of paper, I can't talk to their parents about how they're doing in the class.
Okay.
So, like, right now, I've stopped doodling and I've gone back to marking exams. You can't see these. I cannot be posting these exams on the internet.
And
That's
why
fair.
Grading
not?
them.
Rules,
just
rules,
explain,
rules.
Chris.
Not good enough. Next dose.
I mean, frankly, I don't think you want to see these exams anyway. Some of them did pretty bad. Though some of them did pretty well. It's always fun in these first-year math classes where I'm like, is this test hard? Because I got someone who made like a 40, and then I look at the exam, and it's like, and then I have like 5 people who made 90s, so... No, I think it's just that guy.
Yeah. Next OC, spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
The wheel.
I mean, you do have a wheel for stuff, so you could literally spin
Yeah,
the wheel.
you could just spin.
Do I have a handy list of all my characters there? Oops. You didn't see that. Spoilers.
I didn't see anything.
I mean, it could just be a handy list of some of your characters.
Or a handy list of all characters. Everyone's characters.
I have a list of some of my characters, but it's quite old.
Well, rip.
Rip to the newer ones.
I'm still trying to think of namesakes. I'm sure we came up with a bunch. Or Moggs' namesake. What, a cat? Or like a little Moogle? Do you want me to draw a Moogle in bondage gear?
Yes. Or Jupiter.
Or I guess you could try drawing Moggs in a sexy Moogle costume, but I don't think anyone wants to see that.
Mogs in Moogle gear. Moogles generally don't wear anything.
Generally.
And, terms of service.
I think the Crystal Chronicle ones had pants.
Well, that's them ruled out then.
And I know the ones in, like, FF12 wore clothes.
I mean, you can just draw monks in general. You've had practice now, right?
I have drawn Mogs.
Exactly. So there shouldn't be any problem.
Shouldn't be any Moglum.
Shouldn't be any monglum. Exactly.
See, this is what I mean when I say, like, if this is work, I should be way more professional. That guy's named after a saint. I believe it was a prophet or something like that. Also a different spelling. I don't know where I got the spelling with a K. M could be some fun characters. M has Emma. Or April, if you know any Aprils. Or just anyone whose name begins with M. There is a character from Metal Gear Solid 2 called Emma. She just sort of wears a normal outfit, so particularly interesting. Yeah, we can go for it, why not? Better than nothing. Better than literally nothing happening on stream. Rough Lulu, you can get shrunked.
Oh, yeah.
Managed to pick the one bloody Metal Gear Solid character wearing normal clothes. How is that possible? New April O'Neil looks like my White Coats character. Oh yeah, that's got a bit of a rose about it. It's a little cooler than Rose. White Coats, one day, may happen. Cute, yeah. Hang on a second. Hang on.
Did something break?
No. Yeah. I was just trying to draw M with a similar haircut to, or not haircut, but wearing her hair in a similar style to Emma from Metal Gear Solid 2, and I sort of just ended up drawing Isabel's hair from Animal Crossing.
When in doubt, Isabel. Animal Crossing.
Animals.
Animals.
Amzabel.
Isabel.
M's a right bell.
Yes.
Sad bad.
Well, I mean, she is a belle.
What is anatomy? Don't ask me about anatomy, you're arguing with a hand right now. Insert footage from Labyrinth.
As long as it doesn't argue back. Because that's probably when you need to really start worrying.
Talk to the hand. And say, not today. Not drawing hands today.
No
Forever.
hands.
No hands. No thank you. Goodbye. That's what you say to him drawing hands. Just no.
Just no.
No thanks.
Yes, have you considered? No.
Put those hands behind the back.
When in doubt, prop it out. Or pull a Julia and just cover it up.
Yeah, draw it in its entirety, then cover it up.
What
I
more do you need to know?
still think the funniest version of that was the Alucard painting. Where she just kind of went, cool, we're going to do this involved painterly style portrait.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to simulate that it got lit on fire.
Yeah. True Julia style, honestly.
It's very silly.
And I still find it funny that in that episode, Spencer did a whole ass animation, and Julia still managed to be the wildest one there. Okay. 75% done.
No, that means,
25%
don't
to
you?
go, and it's the
You've
worst.
still got 25% to do.
Yeah, I've still got 25% to do, and it's the worst 25%.
Oh, yay.
Because it's all the ones where they got it wrong, and they got it wrong in a weird way.
Oh. What's wrong in a weird way? But yeah, I love it when they have a speedrun episode and everyone just screams at Julia for being like that.
To the days where the only thing that was necessary to say was, Julia is this Blender. No, she has left Blender a long time ago.
Yeah. Really.
You know, I'm not done grading these papers yet, but it's sort of funny to me that I've got like an even amount of people under each like grade bin across the board at the moment, and that's probably not going to change. That's weird. Yeah, M just does look sort of like Belle. I mean, not the outfit, but the hairstyle at least.
She got her knees out. What is the world coming to?
No, she in heels. No, okay, we're
No,
skipping.
no.
No heels, thankfully.
And the ambulance on standby. I feel like if M ever did figure out how to not fall over in heels, she's tall enough that she might just hit her head on every single
gonna
door frame.
say
Yeah.
she would not make it out the room.
Okay. That's a minor mistake.
Minor mistake, that's not a weird way.
They just flipped a sign on one of their numbers and it messed up the final result, but the rest of it's there.
They flipped a sign on their numbers and the traffic police got mad. Emma's gonna have to borrow some trainers from September for this. Bright pink. Right, well, that's M.
M. Cute M.
M with a big hand. Who else? Who else? You know what I can't really think of was Jethro. Drum as the lead singer of Jethro Tull.
I mean, you could.
Whose name is not Jethro, his name is Ian Anderson, but... And I don't have any
Well, and
Ians.
Sans Undertale's name is not Toby. He's just a character that was created by Toby, so
Fine.
you can stretch it a little bit. There's no rules here. I mean, beyond like TOS and stuff like that. Why? Okay, they weren't asked to do this, but this student decided to find the 5-number summary of a data set of 5 numbers, which,
I can do that.
that's,
I can summarize 5 numbers
not-
in 5 numbers.
that's not helpful in multiple ways. Although to a certain extent, I mean, they're not going to get points for it, but like to a certain extent, they're not. This isn't the only time I've seen that, and at least they sort of have the excuse of they are in a first-year undergraduate math class. My dad had someone pull that on him, and in theory, they were working on a PhD. Now, granted, it wasn't a math PhD, but it's still just kind of like okay, you're working on a PhD where statistics is relevant. I'm glad you understand that a box and whisker plot is useful for looking at distribution of numeric values. I am disappointed that you haven't figured out it's not useful for looking at distributions of small sets of numeric values. Yes, your box and whisker plot looks weird. You only have 5 numbers. So you are using 5 numbers to summarize 5 numbers.
We've all made silly mistakes, it's fine.
All made silly.
How's the Honkai going, Jeeb?
I'm doing puzzles and it's going bad. I'm waiting until I stumble into the answer. As I usually do with Honkai puzzles. Most of them were going fine, and then this one came and my day.
What is the Miss? What? Miss has a puzzle for you.
I don't think that counts as a puzzle. That's just language.
Exactly. I'm always puzzled by it.
Whoa! I stumbled into the answer.
Yay!
Oh god, there's another one.
Oh no, not more puzzles.
Oh god, what is this? Why you gotta do that to me?
Oh, 5 numbers with 5 numbers. Is that counting to 5 in the slots? E. Nice. One of those looks familiar. Which I guess 2 of them.
I also miss your art is very good.
It's
As per
very good.
usual.
And a
Amazing,
hand.
stellar, wonderful. That hand is great, by the way.
Great hand. It's in perspective. Everything's in motion. It's cool. There's a vibe.
Overlaps. I always forget, like, overlapping fingers and such. Trace that hand. You
Good job. You trace the hand and it still looks like a hand. I've never done that.
Look, I've traced over things before, and it just sort of looked like a weird caricature of something.
You hit. Tracing. Surprisingly difficult.
Really is.
You need the artistic skill and know-how to be able to make the thing you've traced actually look like the thing you want it to. And wouldn't you know it, Miss has it. So.
Miss can do it, everyone.
Yeah.
When in doubt, Miss. Just Miss.
Just Miss. Hence the name.
Yeah. That's why you're called Just Miss Art, right? It's just Miss.
Just do that.
Okay, and back at the beginning of the puzzle. That's not how that works.
Going for a tunnel? What?
Going through a tunnel? Oh no.
I have to shout louder. You're really good at this!
I mean, or we can put it in text.
Went through a tunnel again. Weird.
Weird.
Can't read. I was going to say, Miss, you are not allowed to abuse your mod powers to delete that message.
Okay.
I need to replace the pads on my flute.
Oh, that's not inside.
I have not missed now. No flute pants. Because it takes the time and the monies. I haven't even got everything ready to sell the guitar yet. No sky sharks, no flute pants. What's the world coming to? What of those wings?
Oh no.
No.
Oh no. Oh,
I mean, I
dear.
think I should be good on that front for at least another week or so, but you never know. Also, from looking around in more houses, I'm pretty sure that was just a cow pattern, like fur covering on the bed, because I've seen multiple beds with that same pattern on top. So either there's a lot of bloody beds in all of Tamriel, or it's just cowhide.
Say either, could be both. Advice for getting through the coming week. The tongue is just for emphasis. Stick your tongue out at people. Go, nah, screw you.
Hmm.
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 That is what we refer to as cheeb and onion.
Yes. Hmm.
Oh wait, I haven't recently
Gotta
checked on
say,
OC's
Chris.
texts.
I love the fabulous hair here.
What's Melvin texting MJ lately? Probably something he's mad about.
Yes. I decided to channel young. Language is annoying. Young Ian Anderson from old Jethro Tull. When he had just the wild hair. And I thought that'll be fun for Jethro. Just stick a bush on their head. You're a scarecrow, you can change your hairstyle whenever you want. It's just foliage.
Yep. Oh, Quotebot pulled up a.
MJ, stop talking to Nix.
Very appropriate MJ quote.
Well, at least you didn't ask what the vibe was for your working week, miss. They have an interesting relationship.
Oh, wonderful. They're having a great time, everyone.
No, that's accurate.
And
I mean, I
that's
feel
fair
like
enough.
with M, it would be less the message of to cows, to cows, to cows, to cows, to cows, to cows, and it would just be like a bunch of cow emojis.
Yep. You are correct in that.
Cows, cows, cows.
Oh, now I'm imagining M dancing along to cows and cows and cows. Nice city act. Which, if you haven't seen that, boy, real weird. A good bop. A weird bop. Good bop. If you do want to see it, mild arachnophobia warning. Technically no spiders. That doesn't stop there being spiders.
They're loaning each other fingers.
October's lost a finger, then somebody swaps, but then that means those other ones aren't matching, and so they have to get a pair from someone else. It's just
It's a mess.
It's a very
There's
complicated
fingers
exchange.
everywhere.
Right. Miss, how do you keep getting things that just work too well?
Yeah, you're doing this. A severed butt.
I mean, like any other group chat. Like any other group chat, that would be potentially worrisome, but that's just like,
Yeah,
that's just a thing that happens sometimes.
Yeah, it's just a thing
it
that
just
happens with them.
happens, okay? It's fine. It's fine.
I also feel like that sometimes might just happen on like a practical sense. Like, hey, I need thinner fingers for this. Can I borrow yours? Or I need a bigger hand to open this jar. Can I borrow yours?
Lend a hand and something rather different.
Mal, please. Mal, are you drunk again? Yeah, I think the answer is yes.
Yeah. Some trouble remembering who he's talking to.
She's like, yeah, Maya, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
the one
still
without
Maya.
the boobs.
With or without the boobs, you're still Maya.
Despite everything.
Despite everything, you're still Maya. What?
Is that code? I think that's a code.
What's it the code for? Who knows?
Mm. It's definitely a code. I'm starting to think it's not a professional one.
I mean, that, or they're at just the weirdest restaurant.
Maybe it's both, who knows? Don't know who else is texting. Was Evie texting Ray? They're now a pair in my brain. You've made them a pair in my brain. I'm sorry, miss.
Or is that Ray texting Evie?
I don't know.
I almost feel like that could work either way. I like how both of those are me. Also, I don't remember the context of either one of them.
That's the spirit.
Ghosts.
Lesbian ghosts.
Standard lesbian activity. It's
Standard. ghost activity of being lesbians. That, or
mean-
you referring to Evie. I don't know Evie's sexual orientation.
Little less ghost, but I could see someone pulling that with like other kinds of mythical creatures, where it's just kind of like you're living with an actual goblin, and it's like, please, like, don't insult them like that. They're non-binary. Like, just goblin core non-binary. No, they are an actual goblin. Can you not see that this is an actual goblin?
Queer ace. Okay.
Queer
Yeah,
ace.
I thought Evie was ace. That makes sense.
Bella's goblin corn on beans.
He doesn't. They don't have any beans left.
Pal
No
has
beans.
all the beans.
No, literally no beans.
Yeah, literally no beans. Figuratively, all of them.
Figuratively, all the beans. Bean factory working non-stop. Literally, though, beans are gone.
You know what they say about beans?
Please
They make you
give them
toot.
beans. They just want to eat.
Vote toot. Yes, we get it. Beans, the musical fruit.
Yeah. You know, it's taken me this long to understand that Miss posted a picture of April O'Neil because April.
Why did you think Miss was posting pictures?
Well, Miss referenced one of the rows looked like one of my other characters. And I was like, oh yeah. And then just like very happily agreeing. Meanwhile, the main point flies right over my head, making the loudest whistling sound I didn't hear. The thing with streaming is, it's a great excuse. Because I'm like this when I'm not streaming as well.
Yeah, we know.
Can MC with those glasses? Absolutely not. Emma's bumping into everything.
I mean, also the glasses are over the hair. I don't think Emma's seeing anything.
I like how she could have just gotten like costume glasses with no lenses in them, but I don't think that's what happened here.
No.
What do August think of
What
Tori?
would August think? Good working out outfit? September, it's dancing girl.
Yeah.
Well, non-binary girl. That sounds weird. You get it.
Yeah. Can we? Is there like a non-binary vote, like boy with an eye? Goral.
Goral. Baby Goral.
Baby Goral.
September is Baby Girl.
Yeah, Toby's
And
non-binary.
Toby is non-binary boy.
Yeah, it's non-gender left Goral.
Yeah.
I have just thought.
Toby, no.
Asbestos is one of their friends from work. It's fine.
That, or they're talking about like something got shut down at work, and it's like trying to figure out what's like. You know what? I have a feeling like I'm going with asbestos. I think that's why the building got shut down. I'm going with asbestos.
Oh, you meant Tori.
Yeah.
Okay.
That does sound like August, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, this still falls into work stuff got closed down.
Now this is
And
August.
Tori's like, I think the building just got shut down because they found asbestos, and August is for some reason convinced there's an alien invasion.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably aliens in the world of October.
Yeah, and as long as they're not invading people's office buildings, it's fine.
Yeah.
Tori's gone to the wrong place again.
It's pole dance guy. Not pole dance guy again.
You know, this still also works because August has got like, oh, we're doing this fitness regimen, and it's like, hey, we've got a guest teacher today. It's the pole dancing guy.
They are. The pole dance guy is something, most certainly.
I know August is like, hey, we got this person who's going to show us some fitness stuff. It's the pole dancing guy, and then Tori's like, I know you. Wait, hang on, I can explain. It was this works outing.
Also, I do remember the context of the they are something comment.
Mm-hmm.
That was with our little describing our little frog with wizard in training that we were trying to find.
Yeah. And the description of just, they are something.
Man, woman, who knows?
Something. What more do you need to know?
One part hasn't decided yet, one part Bertrand doesn't care.
Well, Majoran, I remembered a thing that I feel like I should make the most of having done the wrong thing because you gave me a prompt and I ignored it.
What's the thing?
The thing is that the character I drew Em as an extended sequence in Metal Gear Solid 2 of basically being like, piggybacking on someone.
Sure.
So I'm letting M piggyback on Mal.
That makes sense.
They are probably going to fall over.
That also makes sense.
Also, in order for the character to make sense, Mal's hair is swept back. Luckily, Mal is my most easily recognizable character by virtue of eyebrows.
Perfect.
I feel like we could slap those eyebrows onto anything and it'd be like, oh yeah, that's just Mal.
Yeah, probably.
Like, just smack him onto a Mr. Potato Head and it's like, oh, that's Mal now.
That's just Mel. Wow. Wow.
Anyway, makes up for all the times Mal's fallen asleep drunk on top of them.
Perfect. I mean, they're besties. Em is allowed to annoy Mel. At least in MJ's opinion.
Oh yeah, M is the only person who's allowed to annoy Mal.
MJ just does it. Doesn't
Yeah.
have permission.
MJ's renegade annoyance. Yeah, won't finish this. It's getting a bit late, but just know it's happening.
We always know what's happening. You know?
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
Sounds like a you problem.
It is.
Well,
Yeah, I'm alright. You?
yeah.
Subscribe now for more
Thrilling conversations.
Just a general question: why do you support me on Patreon?
Because I like the nonsense you do.
Yes.
I don't know whether that means I should have things make less sense.
Just be silly.
Can do.
Continue being silly. Chris, be more silly. And also finish Chaos Chess.
I'm working on it. I'm very nearly at the point of like only needing audio and testing with friends,
Yeah.
and the audio can come after testing. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm sure.
If I keep going, we might be able to do testing next week. If anyone wants to help.
At the very least, you can sleep well at night, knowing that you are closer to getting something done that you said you were going to do than Elon Musk is.
I mean, delusional though it may be, I like to have a higher bar than that.
What? No. I cannot be. Simply cannot. It's impossible, Chris.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Apparently you guys you support me on Patreon in order to shove me over.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Gotta bully me. It's all about the bullying.
It's all about the bullying. Why else would we do the things we do?
I don't know. But anyway, that I think is a good place to stop.
Yeah.
I will go off and practice my being silly. For now,
Wait.
though. Swoosh. Other things. Like sleep and... I don't know. Ragdoll getting dinner, maybe?
Eat, sleep,
Eh,
repeat.
not for another hour or so.
Well, eventually. I'm not going to
I'm
sleep for another
mostly
hour
gonna
or so
be-
either.
Finish grading the one thing I'm working on, and then go back to writing.
Yeah. Stream will be back Tuesday morning with working on the Noketober picture that we started last time, and Tuesday evening with Schlock.
Schlock.
With
There's
Schlockcoms.
so much slock.
All the Schlock. Oh!
All the schlock.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. The Sherlock in this is awful. And I love getting all the things wrong. Like, oh yeah, so I hate to let you know that you're pregnant. It's like, oh, am I? Ooh. I didn't realise. Haha, you're a fool, Sherlock. I know it's me, but it's also you.
It's funnier if you just imagine it's Sherlock.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the one making fucking being all judgmental about it. Just
Can't wait to get to the Resi level and the disco.
what?
Sounds fun.
Those weren't in the original.
You've
Don't
spoiled.
remember a disco.
You spoiled the next game I was gonna play, which is the disco mod for Resident Evil 8, where you're dancing with mannequins. It's a good time. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll all see. Together, because I don't know. But ye,
We will all see.
we will all see. Have a lovely one, everyone. Thanks for chilling and chatting. My brain combined
Have
the
a
two, and I
good
was going to say
one.
chitting.
don't go chitting.
Don't go chitting. Don't go chitting waterfalls. You said me sillier,
No.
right?
yeah, I did. Can I take it back?
Nope.
Oh yeah,
Ah.
Too late.
there we go. Hazel's joining in now. But yes, have a lovely one, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. Have a lovely week. See you all around. Bye 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 bye.
Bye.